Started now. Alright. There'll be no one watching yet, most likely. But
Let me find the link
we're
again.
back. It should be the same link.
Oh, I see it.
So
no, this is the stream, the other stream. Where's the actual live stream?
it should appear there momentarily.
Live now. There we go.
Just in case anyone's able to see this yet and hear this yet. I was right. It shouldn't have been performing that badly. Here we are with the shader, the texture pack, and the stream running. Everything that was running before is running. Unfortunately, I was forced to restart the PC because of a different bug, but even before I did that, all I did was restart my audio routing application, and it fixed it. So I don't know what was happening with that. I haven't ever seen that before. But here we are again with, I mean, we had like less than 30 FPS here, and it was incredibly choppy, very inconsistent. And now here we are again with exactly the same setup. Exactly the same. We've got 70 FPS. Dipping occasionally down to 50, but that's because there's a lot of NPCs here, a lot of entities. If you look anywhere else, I mean, right here it's 90. When the chunk loads, it drops down a little bit, drops down to like 50, and then you've still got these lag spikes occasionally, but no, generally speaking, it's absolutely fine. It's smooth. Yeah, my fix of the lag spikes on the chunk borders, it does not actually fix it. It should just reduce the frequency. It might even still happen in the house, as it seems to be, but it reduces how often it happens. And it should at the very least change where it happens, because where it was set to happen was almost the worst possible place.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have a quick look at the state of the stream now. I should be able to see it here. Yes, I can.
Never tried the forest. I've heard of it. I know some people who played it, but I never played
I've heard of it
myself.
too, but I've never seen it played. Even though I know that people who I follow have played it.
My little chicken farm's doing well.
Right, now what was I doing last time? Oh,
Cooked
great.
chicken for days.
More lag spikes in the house. I assume that's the chunk border, but it might very well not be. Yeah, it lags at the chunk borders, but it's also lagging in general. Maybe my fix to reduce the chunk border lag has not... Has I just shifted it to somewhere else in the house?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I just found this chunk here. When I walk into it, it gives me a lag spike. So what I've done essentially is I've moved the chunks around that caused the lag spike and maybe reduced their number.
I see.
Right, well now that I've shown off the cool tech stuff, like I can just press F to hide the to hide the everything, and you can't
I
normally
don't
reconfigure that
hide it.
control. And crouching is now a toggle. Now that I've shown that off, I have no idea what to do. Like, what do you actually do in this game?
The spider actually just suicided itself.
Well, that deals with that problem.
Well, I hit it, and then it was like, I'm gonna get you, and just walked off a cliff. Well done, spider. Well done. Well, I have no idea what you wanted Neverwort for, but now you've got a whole bunch of it.
Oh, it was for making the staff.
Oh,
Which is
hello,
just a
zombie.
stick.
Get off my Netherwort farm.
By the way, the clearing up of the back garden that you did, you covered over the mine.
We have a proper mine down the mine shaft.
I guess so.
I thought you'd cleared that out anyway. You said you were done it.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean that there's nothing you can possibly do down there. You can still mine. Just that the walls no longer have diamond in them. The obvious ones.
Well, there's plenty mining to do down the mine shaft.
Yeah, very monotonous for the most part, I imagine.
Well, sometimes it pokes into a cave.
Mm.
I need to add some elevators to that. I actually want to, because the storage room comes in this direction from the mine. I actually want to somewhere have like a water stream that comes straight up into the base here, so that I can just like put stuff in a chest and have it pipe into the base and not have to carry it up. And I also want to put an elevator to take myself up and down. I think that would be better. That ladder is kind of annoying. We were gonna find a village though. I really want to kidnap some village.
Yeah, I did find one.
And then you murdered them.
No, I didn't.
Well, you got them murdered.
Didn't even do that.
You kind of did.
No, I did.
Did.
No,
They
I
wouldn't
didn't.
have been murdered if you hadn't have led the pillagers to them.
I didn't. They were already under attack when I arrived. Then I tried to defend them for a while. Nothing happened. There was no one attacking them, even though they were freaking out. Stayed there for like 20 minutes waiting for something to happen. Then I went down a mine for a few minutes, came back and they were all dead. Right, now earlier I saw that there were some pillagers down here somewhere. Hello, creeper.
I don't know, I murdered the ones that were up on a cliff somewhere. Some sniping.
I don't see them for some reason. I know that they're here though, I saw them when I logged in. Good luck with the room. Chat. The thing. Yes, good luck, Jordan Petersoning it. And don't accidentally Jurgen Panderson it. You might end up with no Jews left.
So did you decide yet if you wanted to move somewhere and where? Because I don't want to build too much automated stuff if you're going to be like, all right, let's move. And I'm just like, yay, I get to move my big redstone machine.
Well, it wasn't my suggestion to move. Like you said you wanted to build somewhere proper. You wanted to build a proper thing.
Yeah, well, we can either
base.
expand from this or we can move. And I think you went off to see if there was places that you like.
Well,
Just I don't want to start building big redstone contraptions. If
it was partly that. It was also to
them.
find a village. So we don't have to move now. If you like the layout here, then that's fine. We can use here. I mean, we can always make space. We can always knock down a mountain or two.
I think we might need a beacon to do some of these mountains.
Mm-hmm.
A beacon or 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find the pillagers. That's weird. I know they're here.
Have we been off in the other direction from the swamp?
Yeah, I've been off in every direction.
I guess the other option is to go, a couple hundred blocks in the nether and then pop out somewhere and see where.
Yeah, well, it would have to be. It would have to be. Yeah, as you say, a couple hundred. Hello, Warren.
Warren?
We're here following the bandwagon.
Ah.
I see that you carpeted the bedroom.
I did. I made it pretty. I mean, I've been murdering sheep. Figured might make the bedroom look cozy.
Look, it's not murder if they're assholes. And there's no doubt about these sheep.
I could automate the sheep farm and the pig farm, the cow farm. I already did. You know you've got a lead now, right? You can just tie your horse up.
Yeah, it's in the chest upstairs.
I tied mine up.
Blocks are more trustworthy than entities, even tile entities, so I'll just leave it in the blocks, I think.
Warren's asking about your mods.
No client server mods. It's not TechHit or anything like that. There's almost nothing available for 1.14.4 or 1.14 in general, because they changed the Forge API, so none of the mods have properly updated that yet. There are a few, but mostly they suck. So what we have is the gameplay is modified, but it's modified server-side. The clients have a texture pack or a resource pack, but they don't have any actual mods, except Optifine, which has updated because it doesn't use Forge. And it does make the game look a lot better, what with the shaders. The texture pack is DokuCraft High, which is the one I always used to use when I played Minecraft back years ago. It does happen to be the best one. There's a few things I don't like about it, and I fixed some of them with my own little add-on pack. Unfortunately, there's a few problems that have emerged over the years with not using it, and a few things I wanted to fix that I haven't got around to, and it's not important enough to waste time on, really. So that's currently turned off. I could turn it on and show you. I also spent a while... it was a little difficult to do this because it uses connected textures, but I made the windows completely transparent because how they look without the change I've made is every single block has a thick, like gaudy, ornate outline, and it makes the window almost useless as a window. I wanted to do a quick solution. I didn't want to bother actually giving it a slight transparent white texture or something. I didn't want to make it look like a window. I just wanted to remove it. completely from view in game, it does look a bit like it looks invisible. It doesn't look quite right, but it's better than what was there before, and it was quick to do. So that's what I've done. I could turn on my, I mean, it'll take a while to recompile the resource pack both directions, but I could turn on the one that I made that made some changes to it. It'd be this one. I've put that there.
I think he's doing it anyway, Warren.
Indeed I am. Right, you won't notice any differences straight away, but you will see that the stone is different. This is something that I made in probably about 2013-14. They're not perfect, they don't tile perfectly, but they tile fairly well. There's other things, the glowstone is different. I do like the glowstone, actually. Obsidian is different. So, as I say, there are differences. I've made my own cobblestone as well. That's out of sight, that's not cobblestone. That's cobblestone. This is what the cobblestone looks like in the pack. That is a texture I made myself. As you can see, it tiles quite nicely. I think that's probably the most accurate cobblestone texture I've seen in any pack. I don't know why the stone looks slightly reddish. I don't think that was deliberate.
That could be the shader. I think the shader adds colored lighting.
Yeah, but I don't know why it looks reddish compared to how the default stone looks.
I don't know. Why is it raining in Minecraft again?
Now, Warren, I'm not just saying it looks redder than blank white. I'm saying it looks redder than it normally does. Redder than the textures around it, and redder than the other stone texture. Right, I've got to decide what I'm actually doing. Let's go back to that village and see if we can, well, see if they're still alive for one thing. Most of what I enjoy in Minecraft is just exploring and finding things. It's not great for that, but it's one of the better games for it.
I might follow you along there and see if I can find some cat.
Some cats?
Yeah, you got cat.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to my cats. I guess I left them behind.
Let me put my fishing rod away since it's got Curse of Vanishing on it.
Do I have anything valuable? No, I'm fine. Should have brought more iron with me though. Can I repair a shovel just by putting that there? No, I cannot. I think I need an anvil.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pigman.
Oh, I made a redstone. Press this, goes away, and it comes back up again. And if you stop on any of these pressure plates, all three of those go down.
Well, I didn't bring any torches with me, so that might have been a mistake.
Here's my pets. You don't need torches to just travel to where I am. And there's coal here.
Oh,
you weren't able to get to it though because the cats are on the chest. So, for those that didn't see it on Twitch last time, I think this was streamed. My horse was up there on the surface, which I'll show you. It's all the way up there on the surface, and this tunnel was narrow enough for just me to come down. But I widened it, made it safe with the water at the bottom, and got the horse all the way down here. Then through the portal, which was a nightmare, and then through the nether. All that took, like, a lot of digging bigger tunnels. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get into that with the cats there.
It's just like real life. Get off, kitties.
Yes, you leave Gonzalez there. That's my fast pickaxe. Right, if we go upstairs...
That is funny to mix.
Yeah. If we go upstairs, we will see the now dead village. Whoa, that was close. There is a very quick way down. If
This
you
is
want
quite the ladder you feel here.
Yeah, well, it's about to end. There's a very quick way down when you want to way down. You just fall 90% of the way and then grab the ladder. Actually, you can fall 100% of the way now because of the water at the bottom. The atmosphere with snow in Minecraft is very nice, I have to say. Now I got a chest of random junk here. So this is an X-village. It's a village where I arrived, and they were all, like, milling around here. They were just running back and forth in a line here, like this. And there was a raid thing up at the top. It showed that there was a raid going on.
Ooh,
I looked around for pillagers and other mobs and such. Nothing around. No one was attacking them. They were not in any immediate danger. So I went mining. And then I came back and they were all dead. That was great, considering that villages are rare on the Amplified map, or they appear to be rare, to my experience. So we haven't found very many of these, but I found another one in the snow biome, and I don't know where it is exactly.
Be gone! Be gone! A snow creeper! He's white.
Probably the texture pack. That's not vanilla.
Ah!
How do you get stripped logs?
So, he doesn't look very friendly.
Can I strip a log by right-clicking on it with an axe?
I'm not sure.
Yes, I can. I was not expecting that to work. What the f- The server lagged. It's on it's on video. The server didn't respond for about 5 seconds, and it was the 5 seconds in which a creeper approached. I think that's the first time I've ever died in this to a mob on this game.
There's a cauldron in here.
And it's literally because the game broke. I don't know why the server has been lagging so much. People have been saying that 1.14 is buggy, that it's laggy. I've got Paper, which is supposed to be the most efficient Minecraft server client. But here we are with this is not the first time this has happened either, but no, it's not like I wasn't wearing armor either.
Ah, baby zombie. Be gone.
Broken ass fucking game.
Baby zombies are the worst. Ah!
Yeah, we should just take a couple of villages. We don't need any more than that. Yeah, I have a plugin that adds a death chest. So,
yes.
Boop.
I was killing the baby zombie. It was harassing me.
Oh wait, it keeps its order in my inventory? That's convenient. Not sure what happened to my armor. Oh no, there it is. Is that a new feature? It puts it back in the same place in the inventory?
Hey, there's lanterns here. I mean, if we've killed all the villagers, maybe we can steal all the lanterns.
I did start on that project, yes.
Yeah. No. Ah! No!
Well, just before I was so rudely murdered by the server, I discovered that you can shave logs just by right-clicking on them.
Well done. Why?
I'm surprised you even have to ask that. Oh yeah, Warren, I have a resource pack that adds some sound effect replacements. It's not a very big one, but it adds a few, and one of them is the explosion. It's a bit over the top, but it's better than the default Minecraft anyway. Okay, that was a client lag spike because of the border chunk. Yeah, that's not a good place to. That's not a good place to fucking have a chunk border lag spike. Again, like, can I, at some point, fight a mob without either the server or the client fucking me over?
No.
Apparently not. Apparently in 1.14 the policy is players weren't having enough difficulty with mobs, so we added a bunch of bugs to make it impossible to fight them. What is this? Is this blue ice? Oh, I guess I can't find out because if I mine it, it'll disappear.
Yes.
Is that the case with all types of ice?
I think so. I think you need to.
I only have a silk touch in real life. Yeah, Warren, it's, there is, I think there's 3 tiers of ice, aren't there? There's ice, packed ice, and blue ice. And blue ice, like, packed ice requires ice in a square, and then blue ice is packed ice in a square.
Found a lemon tree.
Oh, that's interesting. That's not vanilla.
No, I guess that's the plugin.
Yeah. The plugin that adds a bunch of quote-unquote modded stuff is called Slime Fun, for anyone that's interested. I don't know why it's called that, it's a very strange name. And that's pretty rewarding, right-clicking on trees to shave them. I wonder if that's registered. It is registered in the tree capitator equivalent that we have.
I tell you what's not, the plugin. So the lemons wind up floating.
Yeah, that's not ideal, and there's pretty much nothing we can do about that, unfortunately, unless I write my own tree capitator. Oh, I found a smoker.
I stole a cauldron.
Yeah, I stole the other one.
I have a feeling the residents won't be needing that cauldron anymore.
There were 2 in there, I stole the other one. Okay, so if you mine a log that's been stripped, you just get the stripped spruce log, or the stripped log rather. Then the conservation of energy question is where the hell's the bark? It looks like I did modify the ores in the pack so that they fit in with the stone texture. They don't fit in brilliantly, they don't tile correctly, but it's close.
I feel like they don't need this bed anymore.
I don't know where the other village is from here, actually. I don't think I made any sort of portal to get back to it. I think I probably marked it with a screenshot, though, of the coordinates. I can find it like that. That's an Enderman. There he is. Oi, buddy. You wanna have some fun? Come on then. Do I have to stop looking at you for you to come over?
I hear it.
There we go. Come on. Oh, I'm actually quite low on health. This is probably quite a bad idea. What the hell? Okay, that's the second time I've been killed by a mob in Minecraft. Usually Endermen are really easy, but again, server lag and client lag both interacting. Like, it's on video.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Normally wouldn't, like, make excuses, but it's literally on video.
Oh,
Go and watch the
this is
Twitch
all-
streams. The mobs in this game are actually very easy to kill. The only actual threats are lakes of lava and quantity of mobs, if there's a large number of mobs. And apparently bugs that make the character impossible to control. A broadband. Why just one Shadowcaster?
Where did you find the keys? I want a key.
Just wandering around. There weren't any others.
Technically,
I stole all of them.
2 keys. 3. If I breed yours, I think it just becomes your kitten, does.
Probably. Well, I think snow villages do have cats, so if we go and find the other snow village...
Oh, I see the Enderman. He has a grass block. Who's that a key? Here, key. Friend. Don't run. Get the fish.
No, Shadowcaster, in 1.14, there is a bug that has been talked about online. They're not much. Where if you cross over... Brilliant. Slime Fun broken. Not Slime Fun. Death Chest broken. Okay, well it hasn't organized my inventory for me this time. Fantastic. Where if you cross over a chunk boundary, to the border between 2 chunks, you will occasionally get a massive lag spike. Which you will witness quite often as I'm walking around. Not just massive ones either. Every time you cross a chunk boundary, there's a good chance of you getting a small lag spike. So if you have, there was one right there. You could see it on stream rather, and another one right there. In fact, the thing is, it's reliable. So certain chunks will reliably cause it. So here, it's almost every time you cross the boundary. You see, there's a chunk border there. It's okay. One of the ones around here causes it. There you go. There you go. That's reliable. Yeah, it's reliably causing it. If I cross between these 2 chunks, yeah, there it is. So I'm not bullshitting you with the border thing. You can definitely see it happening every time I cross this chunk body. I don't know if you can see this line, but after this block here, onto this block is a new chunk. So if I cross this, every time, and this is not just me, like I tried every single setting. My Minecraft client has 6 gig of RAM available to it that it can use. It's not a RAM issue. It's nothing like that. Tried everything. It is something that other people have noticed as well. It's something even Discordia has. Although she didn't have it initially, she does now. So it is a bug in Minecraft 1.14, and
I hate that the cats keep running away from you.
you have to crouch up to them with the fish.
I am.
Okay.
He's running.
So the chunk border issue is one thing, which makes it impossible to fight if you're anywhere near one of these chunk borders, and lots of them have it. I discovered that it's something to do with when you enter the view range of a chunk that is significantly different in maximum elevation to the chunks around it. I didn't work that out. That was worked out by someone on Reddit. Don't know his name, but yeah, I found it, but he did the experimentation to find what was actually causing it. That's one bug, which makes it impossible to do anything when you're near one of those chunks. But another one is, and I don't know if this is my server in particular, but I haven't put anything on there that should be doing this. NPCs, especially hostile mobs, I've noticed. I haven't noticed that with passive mobs, but I suppose I wouldn't as much. NPCs, hostile mobs specifically, will... Their AI seems to be very delayed at times, especially when you're actually in combat. Quite often, and it might be the entire server itself, but I haven't noticed this with anything else but the hostile mobs. Quite often it will just lag for like 2 seconds at a time. Jesus, that lag spike was a second long. More than that, actually. But yeah, quite often the NPC AI will just lag for a second at a time. Not a second at a time, but sometimes multiple seconds at a time. And so, if you see a mob that's near you and it's not approaching, it is approaching, and the server will count you as having already taken damage, or as you saw earlier, having already been killed by the mob. That was, I'm almost certain, not my end. I mean, Discordia and I are on the same connection. Have you noticed this with the enemy mobs?
No, although you certainly look dead to me.
What?
You looked dead to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I saw you die.
Yeah, that was on video. I'm not contesting that there was a death. Oh, polar bear. What I'm contesting is that there was a damn fucking thing I could have done about it.
In bear news, I have a cat.
So yeah, the server is either it's paper, which is unlikely. Oh, I found pillagers. Or it's 1.14.
How did you get your cats down there? Just walk down and they teleport.
Yeah. And it can't be my client, because all I've got on here is Optifine. It's not a frame rate thing, because the frames are still rendering while the NPC isn't. I very much doubt it's a network thing. I suppose it's possible it's the stream, but it's very unlikely. It's only my upload that's being used by the stream, so that would be download if it's not finding the NPC. And it's hardly very much bandwidth to download the trajectory of an NPC, so I very much doubt it's that. So it's probably just the server and Discordia hasn't noticed it, is what I'm thinking. So what I should probably do is, if I actually want to fight mobs reliably, because as I say, they're not difficult to fight, both of those deaths were due to lack of control of the character, due to factors beyond my control. If I want to actually fight them properly, then it would be, single player would solve the multiplayer bug, the AI lag, but it wouldn't solve the chunk border bug. I don't know what solves that. My fix was I increased the server view distance, because it's about when a chunk loads. So I figure if you have the chunks, and it not just loads, but is sent from the server. So I figure if you have more chunks loaded, it's going to happen less often. But it still happens plenty. And there's no fix known yet, as far as I have been able to read.
You've got a cat down there.
What?
You've got a cat down that hole.
I've got like 6.
No, you've got one in there. In a hole in the ground.
Okay.
An abandoned kitty.
I'm surprised it hasn't teleported to me. I assume you've tried taming it.
I think it's sitting down.
It isn't. I don't know. It's a retard. So in conclusion, this shit's broken. And I didn't bring any arrows, so I can't shoot those guys. Although I did find some arrows while killing some other stuff, so I guess I can shoot them. At the very least, I can shoot them once and watch them all get hyperactive. So as it turns out, it may not have been possible. They may not have been there when I was looking, but after the fact of the village being destroyed, I happened across multiple pillager groups.
Where's my cat?
Looks like there's just 2 of them up there. Oh. There we go. Well, now I've pissed them off, but I haven't actually made them run at me. I guess they can't run at me. 1 down. 2 down.
Where the heck's my cat?
And now I'm
where
out
are
of
you?
arrows. Really? Game? Really? That's better.
Don't know where my cat went.
You can't reliably keep them with you. You just have to assume that they're following, and then they'll probably teleport to you at some point.
Trying to get it down the mine.
It's a bit cruel to make your cat walk down the mine.
Oh, I was trying to take it back.
Right, no, I was looking for the screenshot of the other village, wasn't I? That's this village, which doesn't help. That's Doggo's. That's my nether portal. Great, I didn't record the position of the other village. Fantastic, that's excessively helpful. Why did I do that? Are you sure I didn't send the coordinates or something, or save them? It's very odd that I didn't do that.
I don't know. You didn't give them to me. There's my kitty. Right, come. Come, kitty. Down, 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 down.
Or I know you're referring to the shovel? Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, if I was putting 1 iron into the shovel, it wouldn't completely repair it, but 1 iron is what you need to make a new shovel. I even have the stuff on hand to make it. I wasn't necessarily concentrating on the most efficient way to do it. I was just messing around with it. I now have a new shovel, so no need to worry. Alright, I'm trying to think if I remember how I found the other village, or where I would have recorded it, how I recorded it, is what I'm trying to say. Did I maybe send it to you on Discord?
I
don't think I did. I could always watch over the last stream, see if I can find it on there. I think I'd rather just wander through the wilderness until I find a new one, and then record the coordinates of that one. Use this as a base camp, and explore outwards from here.
Cat is purring. Cat! In the mine.
I do have a horse with diamond armor, but SCBA. Look at that. See, I only got a lag spike just after I killed the mob, but the actual fight was completely masterful. Okay, this guy's on a lag spike border. Not ideal. Hello. Ah, shit. Just timed that a little bit wrong. Gotcha. Yeah, like I say, the only way that you could have any trouble with the Minecraft mobs is if there's way too many of them, or if you've got some sort of bug affecting it.
Apparently cats can climb down ladders.
Can they? Didn't know that.
They can if you push them onto them.
Mm-hmm. Too many mobs. It's almost like it's nighttime or something. This one has a shovel. Not for much longer. Did he drop it or was that an arrow? That was... Oh no, he dropped his shovel. Where am I headed now? Positive Z, negative X. Okay. I don't think that's the direction of the previous village. I think it was negative, negative. But there's no way even doing that
I
I'd find it.
Realize your ladder went all the way to bedrock. I'm not
Yes.
sure how to get my cat back out of the hole that you have dug. They're supposed to teleport you, they not?
Yes, but it's not completely reliable. As in, you can't rely on when it happens. But it should happen eventually. I suppose I could probably add something on here to make it impossible for us to kill our own pets.
We had that before, didn't we?
We did, yeah. I don't know if it exists for this version of Minecraft. Oh, the sword's breaking. Oh yeah, and in case anyone hadn't noticed, we're playing in an amplified world, because I thought it might be more interesting. Look at those god rays. Ow. Hmm. By the way, I discovered something while I was in the long ass time I've been occasionally playing this game on and off. Sprinting doesn't actually go much faster than running. I think this is something I told you before, but most of the chat won't have heard it. Sprinting isn't much faster than running. So this is running, this is sprinting. Running, sprinting. It's maybe like 1.1 to 1.2 times the speed. The reason it looks so much faster is because usually it changes to your FOV. I can actually demonstrate that right now. So running, sprinting. Changes your FOV, which makes it look faster. But this is the actual speed. Running, sprinting. Almost no different. But sprinting uses up food. And makes health regeneration impossible. So might as well just do the normal run. God damn it, still no arrows. I don't like that terrain to fight him on. I'm surprised that there's never been a mod for smoothing the landscape out a bit. Not that it would necessarily look better, but maybe. So that when for example, when there's a block here, and there's blocks all around it, you could just smooth it out down onto them. So from this corner here, a line down to this corner here, for example. Or failing that, just like cut out the corners of all the blocks so that they're a bit smoother. You could still have, obviously, just have them geometric, the corners are cut, and there'd be a lot more polygons to deal with. But Probably at least some PCs, if not most, could handle it still. I'm not sure.
The top left is me.
Yes.
That's my point of view.
Using a system I developed myself to stream the game live across the network. It's quite simple, but there's no software I could find to do it. Ready? Well, that was fucking close. A lot fucking closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, wait, that's not. No, okay. Ah. That's water. Okay, I thought it was ice. That's just ice underneath the water. What did I just pick up? Oh, dandelions. Okay. I now have dandelions. I can make yellow dye. Okay, granted, sprinting and jumping, like sprinting and holding jump, that is actually faster. Especially on ice, which is why I'm doing it. Why does this vid have nursery rhymes as suggestions? Fuck if I know. Last episode recap, they're not really episodes, nothing really is happening much. We have a base. We have a mine. I found cats. I found a village that killed itself. I found another village that I now can't find again. What we're doing right now is we're trying to find a village, primarily so that we can kidnap, unwillingly escort. Involuntarily acquire some individuals of its citizenry and bring them to a sex dungeon of some sort and make more of them. Self-commit non-living cat. I found one of the trees from the plugin. What kind of tree is this? I don't think we've had this one before. What is this fruit? Allegedly. Don't ignore that, chat. Oh, it's an apple tree. Oak apple. Okay. Ignore the fact that it turned into a head before it broke, chat. And ignore the fact that when I chop down the tree, the apples are just sort of hovering there. And ignore the fact that these apples are inedible. They can only be grown. It's part of the server-side mod. Oh, fantastic. The server's lagging. Back here. I hit you with a sword. Now show me your death. Well, he's gone. What's this? It's andesite. City texture. Warren and Momo taking it away with the inevitable reference. Can anyone confirm whether it is fun? I'm guessing it isn't. And my sword is fucked up beyond all recognition. Oops. I already have a crafting table. Ooh, snowing again. I hope I'm still going in the right direction. I don't know. Maybe going backwards. Oh shit, I found pillagers. Several of them. Which is odd because there's no village here. There's another one down there. There's a wascally wabbit. Oh, we're here. No, I am going backwards. But there's still pillagers here. They might have spawned on me, but they seem to be going somewhere.
Definitely not multiplying the cat.
Take your shot, pillager man. Wasted shot. Okay, that one wasn't wasted, granted. Oh, I got a crossbow. And it's actually not all that broken, but I don't have any arrows for it at the moment. Let's find the rest of your body, shall we? There they are. I actually prefer the bow, I think. I've been spotted. Cue the Metal Gear Solid enemy has found you noise. And the exclamation mark. Come on then, take your shot. Oh, here goes. Spacked. Oh, I can't pick that up. I need wheat seeds. I can't pick up the arrows, that sucks. I don't know why it would restrict you not to be able to pick up enemy NPC arrows. Maybe enemy player arrows I can understand, but even then, like, you fired them. That's their use expended. You don't get to have them back. Just because you fired them. Ah, shit. Ow. Chat's curious what the hell you're doing.
I'm taking the cat for Venera in boat.
Okay. What, chat, you've never heard of cat boating?
Apparently they haven't.
That's odd. Why is E not swapping the offhand item? That's strange. That would be a great time for a big lag spike.
Three, Lyman. I had 3 cats in boat.
3 is like 5.
God damn it. Cat got out.
Is the cat out of the boat? I swear, if you had a bag, you'd have the cat in a bag.
It might be easier. Through that nether portal.
Now, chat, you must have heard of cat bagging. That's much more common than cat boating in the real world. Warren, that may be less a product of superposition and more a product of time. I think the answer is wait and see. Oops, that is wrong.
Getting another damn cat.
I'm imagining the Ride to Hell Retribution game, but with a boat and cats, instead of a biker and intense cringe. Phone, stop interrupting me. I was in the middle of a sentence. Is that farmland? Why? And how? No, I think it's actually just gravel. Ow. Fuck you. I was busy reading chat. There you go.
Why, game? Why?
Yeah, well, we don't need to... The fuck? Oh. Ranged attacks. We don't need a cosmic poison bottle in this case. We have disco, and we have ghasts, and we have lava pools. Ghasts are one of the least dangerous animals, or enemies in this game, to be honest. If you disagree, you might just be bad at Minecraft. Sorry to break it to you, buddy.
Yes. Cat is in the boat.
Did I bring bones with me? Fuck no, I didn't. Last time I was out exploring like this, I found doggos and I didn't have any bones for them. I had 2 bones and they rejected the low quantity of 2 entire bones.
Right, cat. We've got 1 cat.
Joy.
1 of 3. We will have cat. This Rose was gonna be like, let's move to the snow. I have to bring the cats back.
Oh, that's an enchanted bow. I wonder what kind of shoddy enchant it has. Is there Bane of Arthropods for bows? Unbreaking 1. Well, it's better than what I have. Although actually the fact that it has lower durability means it probably has absolutely no benefit to use this. By comparison, they'll break at the same time. So, Warren, what you're saying is you haven't seen the changes that Trump ordered? Yeah, I mean, like, about 30% of his executive orders have been Minecraft features. Why am I dying? Oh shit, that's a creeper. Well, I guess I'll just leave my items there. That's probably not recoverable. However, I think the death chest doesn't expire, so if I ever do go back there... Yeah, I don't know why my health was down. Just Optifine, Hugo, but I have server-side mods that add some other stuff. Luckily, I didn't have very much iron with me. There's more. And I need some wood. It seems like this is just the stream where all the deaths, like a month's quota of deaths is just going to happen in half of one stream. We're an hour in, And I've died so far about as many times as I've died in the entire, 12 hours of this series? Probably even more.
Hmm.
2 of them have been bullshit. That last one was... I don't understand how my health got so low. And then just everything happened. Like, the zombie wasn't a problem. The creeper just suddenly appearing behind me kind of was. So yeah, it looks like there's still a lag boundary in the house. It's just not in the same place it was. I need 32 diamonds. 33, I think it is, to build the full set.
Are you using all the diamonds that I got?
Not diamonds, sorry. Iron. And a lot of the iron is stuff that I've got anyway.
Right, Kitty, you stay there. I need to go and get the babies. I have retrieved 1 cat.
That's one more than nothing. Do we have any coal at all? I see we have much more redstone than we're going to need.
I've been a bit mining. It depends. Depends what we build. We could build something epic and run out. But yeah, I got so much I had to put it in blocks.
But no coal. Or if there is, it's not here.
I used a lot of the coal to make explosive pickaxes.
Okay.
It was very important. Look at the kitten.
Did I have any in here?
Oh god. I'm gonna die. What the hell? Why would it get in the wall? It wouldn't let me dismount or anything.
Man, this game just keeps getting better and better.
Like, why would it even let you drive a boat inside a wall?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then once you're in there, it won't let you get.
Hugo, don't tempt me. I used to do Minecraft servers years ago, and I had big plans, but I never really finished any of the big plans. Like, Minecraft is a good basis for building a good game. But I never got around to doing it properly. I'm better at programming now, but I have higher standards for a good language. So I don't know if I'd actually want to just go ahead with it. I made a
What he means is he makes big plans and then he tinkers forever. What the hell? Look. Apparently I was in this wall.
Oh, I should have made a shield. Okay, 34. It's 34 of any given resource to build a full set of tools and stuff, assuming a shield as well. Need 2 logs to do that. And then 1 more iron. There we go. All set. I see you brought the cat back to base.
One of them. One of the kittens died, though.
How? What, in the wall?
In the wall. Yeah,
It's
apparently...
garbage.
Apparently you can get stuck in walls and then not be able to get out.
Hmm. Shadowcaster, the only worthwhile response to that is that Terraria is mostly ass, and so 2D blocks are worse than 3D blocks. Not because Minecraft is good, but because a game that uses 2D blocks is ass. Yeah, I know. I mean, Tetris is a lot worse than fucking Terraria, but comparing like to like here, somewhat. Yeah, Tetris is one of the worst games, that's what I'm saying.
Bye, kitten.
Probably wasn't intended to come down my old mine this far, but I was just looking for a bit more coal. I guess I've already mined most of it. I know there's some more down here, because it wasn't a high priority last time I was here. Someone must have used it all. Is that gravel? I have my own gravel texture. I think I did. I don't know why this isn't using it. They just fucking built a shrine. Oh, it's full of torches because I was mining gravel here, I think. Well, I guess I could do with the torches. Cisco, are you trying to imply that the completely innocent... Why is my cat teleporting to me? In the mine. He's just teleported about 1,000 blocks, this cat. Cisco, are you implying that the completely uninvolved and otherwise innocent and lovely Clintons could have had anything to do with the tragic but unforeseeable suicide of convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein? You trying to suggest that there's any connection whatsoever to be made there? Because that's not only preposterous, but also outrageous. And I think if you don't feel at least some shame at the suggestion, then CNN will make sure your family does. Well, that is true in a way, Cisco, because everything that you say, every plan that you make for world domination and the collapse of the establishment can be couched in Minecraft. It makes it completely innocuous and unpredictable. Renowned philanthropist, yes. Have you not heard of the Clinton Foundation? Do you have any idea?
A strip, by the way.
I'm strip mining right now. Any idea how much money travels through the Clinton Foundation? It's clearly doing a lot of good to the world. Where's the shrine to the God Emperor? Oh, I guess that's the next building project.
Come on, kitty.
Meanwhile, I've got this annoying Fleabag following me for some reason. I've forgotten how to get out of my mine. What, it's not like it's complicated or anything. It's not like it's hard to find the way out. It's not like it's impossibly fucking difficult. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. There is a path here somewhere. that goes out. I don't know where though. I don't think it's this far. I think I've gone past it. Over here.
Chat, you laughed, but I have made it back with 2 cats.
Well, until I accidentally sweeping edged them.
I might have to accidentally sweep at your face.
Well, as long as it's an accident. Oh, there's the path. Yeah, Warren. I probably could have done that. Yeah, Momo. That sounds like a lot of effort. I prefer not to think while I'm playing dumb games. And what other kind of game is that, to be honest? I mean, it's not like it's a strategy game. And I'm not doing Redstone yet. Warren, that sounds like a great use of redstone blocks, and definitely won't exhaust them all super quickly. Now, what we used to do when we were doing lots of mines is, do you remember this? We would have like diorite pillars, because diorite was common and we didn't use it for anything else. We'd make diorite pillars, and we'd put a torch on the pillar in the direction of the way out. That was a pretty good system. It takes some effort to actually do it, though. More than none at all. And because we don't use diorite for anything except that, we don't actually mine it. I think I kind of assumed that you'd have to mine it to do anything, and you do occasionally, but not very often, not often enough for that. So we ended up having to do a fair amount of diorite mining. Not a huge amount, but just enough to have enough to do that with. That's it. Momo. I see you are a fellow patron of the Hermitcraft Arts. Possibly. It's not impossible that you've just come to the exact same conclusion about the block. It is ugly, especially in vanilla. It's less ugly in this texture pack. Right, here I am in the stage of the game where we're considering building an automatic villager farm, still jumping up mountains to mine coal. Uh-oh. That was close.
Here we are. My cats are on top of the chest, where they belong.
Fantastic. That definitely won't lead to me slashing them up.
Well, I might accidentally cut your horse's head off.
This doesn't sound like it would be an accident.
Yeah, of course it would. Why would you think it wouldn't?
It's actually quite rude.
Sure, you can just nudge them off the chest like I did with yours.
Sounds like a lot of effort. See, the trick is, if they're dead, they're not on the chest anyway.
Actually, the walking stick might come in handy for the cats, because I don't think it does any damage, but it does knock back.
I mean, I can certainly test whether
I'll test it on one of yours.
a diamond sword with knockback hurts the cats when I hit them with it. Maybe just to make the test more reliable, I'll put sharpness 5 on the sword as well.
Maybe don't.
Wait, why not? What did I miss? Oh, right, fire aspect. Yeah, I gotta put that on there.
Why would you want to kill the stuff that I've tamed?
Oh, this isn't the question, I think.
It's not very nice.
You already threatened to decapitate my horse.
In retaliation.
Yeah, still not very nice.
I would do it to you, but you would just respawn.
That's even less nice. Momo, not client-server mods, as in mods that require both the client and the server to be modded, but just server mods. And so just mods that are isolated. So we have client-side mods, Optifine, and that's it. Server-side mods, the following. And Slime Fun is the one of those that adds a bunch of extra features. Alright, Warren, that's a shrine to the God Emperor. There we go. Done. No more complaining. Why on earth is there a pillager here? Do they just spawn in random places? There's no village nearby.
Hello, Mr. Enderman. So nice of you to join us. I think I pissed it off. Seems unhappy.
Did you look at it while it was changing?
It's now in my sheep farm.
It's not the ideal place for an Enderman to be. Well, this has been a really crap Minecraft stream. Not your fault. Mostly my fault. Mostly the fact that I just mostly aimless with this, because I play Minecraft for different things than all the other people do. And I don't particularly enjoy progressing in it. I mostly enjoy just using it for a few little things that it can do. But maybe I shall arbitrate some different goals next time. Yeah, I can see my house from here. Either way, I'm going to end it because I'm doing a stream, or not a stream necessarily, but an interview of some kind in about 8 minutes, and I haven't eaten anything.
Oh, that seems like an oversight.
A little bit. I don't expect the thing to last all night, so when I'm done, I might come back. And I expect it probably won't take any more than an hour and a half or so. Might take more than that, but probably not. So chat and disco, don't go anywhere for the entire night. We'll come back. Probably, not certainly, but probably. What do I play Minecraft for? It's a complex question. At the moment, because the current popularity of it gives me a good excuse to hop in with someone who wants to play it, and do whatever is fun between us. But more generally, I thought about what I enjoyed about the old Spyro games, and I thought originally that the exploration aspect was part of it, but actually that's not very enjoyable. Like in Minecraft, exploration is kind of neutral, slightly enjoyable, but mostly it's discovery, it's the payoff of the exploration that's actually fun. In Minecraft, that's minor, but it's still there, and it's more than most other games provide. Actual emergent discovery is very rare in games. That's something I enjoy. But progressing through Minecraft is a little fun. Building redstone contraptions is a little fun, but there's a lot of other things you've got to do before that really becomes viable.
Well, you say that, but I've already mined a whole lot of redstone.
Yeah,
if we can find some villages, I can make us the iron farm.
I would have wanted to do other things. I don't mean viable, I mean fun as well. There's things I want to discover before doing that. Like, actually explore the world a bit, find some useful things that are reasonably nearby before I start fleshing out the base properly. But yeah, Layman, ask what you like about Spyro. Because it's actually hard to say. Like, when I actually analyze it rather than just being nostalgic about it, it's hard to say exactly what I like about it. But I think it's the discovery. Now, Crash Bandicoot has better gameplay. It's actually more, like, what you're measuring there is reaction times and control precision, I think. I figured out two things. It was reaction times and something else. But Spyro was exploration and discovery. And the exploration isn't really the fun part, but that's something that it provides or measures. Whereas Crash doesn't. But yeah, Spyro has the discovery aspect. But then, of course, Ratchet & Clank has all four aspects. It has the skill-based stuff and the emergent-based stuff. Well, not emergent so much, but freedom-based stuff. Now, Minecraft doesn't have much of the skill-based, but has a lot of the freedom-based. But on top of that, which is what sort of made it next gen, it has the emergent stuff. Its simplicity also, I think, significantly adds to its success. And simplicity in certain nuanced ways, anyway. Yeah, Ratchet & Clank is, in some ways, the pinnacle of gaming. In some ways. Ratchet & Clank 3 is technically better than Ratchet & Clank 2, but I would say my favorite is 2. Because technically better is not the only factor. I'm gonna close the game. I could keep talking to you guys about games for however long, but I'll do it later. As I say, maybe I'll be back on this later. Chat saying that you should stream what you're doing.
And I might come and watch your interview.
Alright. I don't know if I'll be streaming it, but if I don't stream it, the other guy will. So I could give you a link to watch it.
Alright.
A chat, in case you're wondering, it's I think his channel is called Two Plebs Talk News, but he wanted to have a stream together.
Are you the second pleb today?
I don't know, but there's two of them, so I guess I'd be the third. Raging Bull, you've listened to developer commentary for Ratchet & Clank 3. How fucking bored were you? It didn't feel rushed. Best character's Quark, though. That's undeniable. Raging Bull, you wouldn't be talking about the Insomniac Museum, would you? I know that's in 2 and 3. But that doesn't sound like the same thing as what you're describing. Do you remember the method to get to the Insomniac Museum in 2? It's fucking crazy. Jumping off the grind rail in Silver City, I think it was, and then gliding down to that platform, killing that one random enemy that was there for some reason, and then glitching through the floor. Anyway, I'm about to be late, and I'm still just sat here talking to you about games. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, unless I have a thing to do. So yeah. Fare thee well.
Bye.